Socratic questioning is not simply good. It has limitations. And the limitations come baked into the people that you're talking to. When you ask someone to define their terms or to clarify what they mean in greater and greater depth, you're creating a situational demand that exceeds most people's intellectual capability. We do our best to represent complex understandings by using words that we know are used to mean that thing. And the meaning is so very subtle and has so many different associations with other things. But we find words that other people use and understand in various ways that they mean a similar thing. And then that word becomes our tool for expressing that meaning. So then to ask someone to define their terms, that is an extremely difficult task. Even people who are in academic jobs struggle to do so and argue over definitions. But the pressure is on in a verbal debate to not just stand there gormlessly going, and so you end up just saying something. You just say something that kind of sounds right, that verbal part of your brain that is by no means even remotely all of your thinking comes out with something, and it's not even a true representation of all that you're thinking. It just simply can't be. If you had to put it into words, it might take you hours. Now, if you're sitting in a garden with Epicurus and consider there's nothing better in life to be doing, well, maybe you'll do that. But you can't just ignore the kind of defensive, adversarial nature of a lot of debates. People feel like they're defending a part of themselves. And then they become embarrassed when they get called out, and it leads to agitation and a feeling of having been wrongly done by. I've been the offender in this kind of debate in my younger years with my stepfather, who didn't have a lot of education. He still had beliefs based on experience, and I still disagree with some of his beliefs, still think some of them were foolish, but others I've come to understand that he was coming from a place of understanding of the world that I at that age lacked. But he would get frustrated and agitated in any kind of debate because I was so articulate. I was condescending to him without intending to. You can't just expect people to come out in words with the full meaning of what they think or what they mean. I would say in some cases of really tricky philosophical concepts such as true and real, that you're actually better off not asking people to define their terms in terms of intellectual honesty, because our shared understanding as English speakers will be more accurate than what you get. What do you mean by true? Oh, what do you mean by real, though, is almost always an argumentative tactic on the part of the other person, because they know it's going to stymie you. But you know damn well what it means. We all know what it means. Or at least we have a short list of things it might mean if it's ambiguous. So while there's clearly some benefit to Socratic questioning, I wouldn't suggest people think that it's just this universal good in a debate. It can be used badly just as much.